By virtue of the authority conferred on me as Vice-Chancellor, I now constitute this Assembly a congregation of the University of Cape Town.
Please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite a member of the SRC, Zukiswa Jack, to read the university dedication.
Good afternoon, everybody. At this time of celebration, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thought and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and research, to educate for life, and to address the challenges of our society. We undertake to advance these ideals in the spirit of freedom and responsibility through consultation and debate. We celebrate our founders who have built the fabric and nourished the values of UCT. To those of you who will graduate today, we wish you courage, wisdom, and purpose. To those who will leave the university and learn and work elsewhere, may you be sustained by those values which unite us here today and advance them in the world beyond. A love of truth and of learning, and this, our university. Thank you.
Thank you, Zukiswa. We are delighted to invite postgraduate opera singers Masabani Cecilia Rangwanasha and Xolani Maman to perform for us today as we settle down in our seats. The vibrant South African School of Music is a jewel in the crown of the University of Cape Town and at the forefront of music making in South Africa and internationally. The procession was led by Sky Ladla, who graduated this morning, and Black Roots Marimbas, who are preparing for their Sounds of Mukwa tour to Mozambique in August. The national anthem was accompanied on the organ by Alexios Vikatos. Pianist Ian Bothma accompanied Masabane and Kolani. Kolani also graduated this morning, who sang O Sole Mio by Oduado Di Capua. Masabane, a final year PG Deep student, has just returned from Deborah Voigt International Voice Competition in America, where she won an encouragement award. She was also winner of the ATKV Musicanto singing competition and the UNISA International Singing Competition, and I had the pleasure of listening to her at the recent R&B Starlight Classic, and she was fantastic, as usual. Kolani has just returned from completing a stage directing internship at the National Theatre Mannheim and has been invited to Switzerland to be a guest assistant director with the world-renowned mezzo-soprano Cecilia Bartoli. Before he leaves, he will direct UCT Opera School's production of the second Matrimonio Segreto next month. Thank you very much for the music, for inspiring us, and for giving us hope. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, parents, families of graduates, step-parents, and anyone who help pay UCT fees for our graduates, friends and lovers of graduates. There may also be students in the hall who are hoping to graduate soon, and people who just came to this ceremony to watch, because like me, You are graduation junkies. Good afternoon. Molweni. Sanmonani, Dumelang, Tobela. Where are the Limpopo people? Goeiemiddag and welcome to this graduation ceremony. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I checked earlier whether Limpopo is in the hall. They assured me half the hall is from Limpopo. But typical of us Limpopoans, they're chicken. They're keeping quiet. What can I say? Graduation is one of the most memorable events in anybody's life. It comes at the end of a long journey of hard work and balancing competing demands, trying exam papers, and too many nights of staying up late to finish sometimes impossible assignments. This ceremony represents your ability to overcome the many challenges that came your way during the past few years while you were studying here at UCT. We are proud of you, and I applaud your strength and tenacity. Your efforts will definitely pay dividends. Whether you decide to study further or not, the confidence that comes with the achievement that a university degree represents will be there for you to draw on when you need it. Therefore, the importance of this graduation ceremony cannot be underestimated. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have every right to be elated, to celebrate, and to be joyous today, because you didn't come here easy. It took a lot of hard work, time, and energy. Congratulations to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to introduce to you our guest speaker, Professor Lewis Pugh. More importantly than being an adjunct professor in international law here at UCT, Lewis Pugh is an ocean advocate and an endurance swimmer. He's the only person who have completed a long-distance swim in every ocean of the world. Over a period of 30 years, he has pioneered swims in the most challenging environments on Earth, including the Antarctic, the North Pole, and the Himalayas, and developed an understanding of the beauty and fragility of life in our oceans. By the way, I can't swim, so this CV made me feel like I'm drowning. Lewis read law at the University of Cape Town and the University of Cambridge. In 2012, he was appointed as the first UN patron of the oceans. Last year, he played the central role in creating the largest protected area in the world in the Ross Sea off Antarctica. At 1.4 million square meters, the Ross Sea Marine Reserve is the size of South Africa and Zimbabwe put together, now protecting this biodiversity hotspot from overfishing, which has decimated so many other parts of our world. Lewis is now on a mission to create another six large marine reserves. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Lewis Pugh to the podium to deliver the graduation speech.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, faculty members, parents, and most importantly, the graduates of the University of Cape Town, it's a great honor and it's a great thrill to address you today. Much has been made of the swims which I do in the freezing waters of the Arctic and the Antarctic. And so I thought I would tell you one story of my swimming career from a much warmer place, from the middle of the Indian Ocean. Of all the oceans in the world, the kindest, the most benevolent, the most wonderful to swim in by a long way is the Indian Ocean. And in the middle of the Indian Ocean is an archipelago, a group of islands, hundreds of small islands. This country is called the Maldives. For those of you who have been to the Maldives, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This place is paradise. You imagine golden beaches and palm trees and coral reefs. This is the Maldives. The problem with the Maldives is that these are the lowest lying islands in the world. The majority of them are less than half a meter in height. And now as the polar regions are beginning to melt, sea levels are rising, this country is beginning to disappear. And here's the hard inequity of it. The people of the Maldives have done virtually nothing to cause climate change, but now they are facing it on a daily basis. I felt so strongly about this that I decided to do a swim across the whole country from island to island to island to highlight what is going to be happening to these people. The former president of the Maldives recently attempted to purchase a piece of his neighboring country, Sri Lanka, to move his people as and when his country disappears. He's a modern-day Noah. I felt strongly about what would be happening to these people, so as I said, I decided to swim across the whole country. The first person I telephoned was a former general in the British Army called General Tim Toyn-Sewell. He had been retired from the British Army, and he was a great friend of mine. He accompanied me on a number of different swims and helped me undertake them. It was early January. It was obviously raining in Britain when I telephoned him, and so it didn't take him long to say, yes, I'm coming with you to the Maldives. And so we flew off to the Maldives, and we started this swim. I will never, ever forget the first day, because I dived into the ocean, and it was 29 degrees centigrade, and it was literally like I had dived onto the set of Nemo. Underneath me are all these beautiful tropical fish. The colors were amazing, the blues and the golds and the yellows and the reds. Underneath me are turtles and manta rays, and then there's a coral reef which extends from this island all the way for 10 kilometers to the next island. And so I put my head down and I swam in paradise. And I swam for day after day after day until we got to day 8. And on day 8 we had to get across a narrow channel. And in these channels you often have very, very strong currents. Anyway, halfway across the channel, the general came to the side of the boat and he said, "Stop swimming, Lewis." I trod water and I said to him, "What's happened?" He said, "Lewis, the rudder on the back of the boat which steers the boat, it seems to be broken. Just tread water, I'm going to try and fix it." And so he dived into the water and he was heaving and he was pulling and he was pushing this rudder. He couldn't sort it out, so I tried to help him. Very, very quickly we realized that we weren't going to be able to fix this rudder. It was completely broken. We climbed onto the boat, and then he got onto a radio, and he radioed through to the capital city, Male, to try and get somebody to come and rescue us, because we were in the most remote part of the Indian Ocean. As he was on the radio, I noticed that our boat was beginning to drift. I looked at where we were drifting, and over there on the horizon is a coral reef. Now, we're in very, very deep water. We can put the anchor down, but it won't make a jot of difference. We can't steer the boat because the rudder is broken. We've still got a bit of time, but if we don't fix this, we are also going to be a shipwreck. As the general was on the radio, I looked behind him, and behind him was an island. Behind that island is what appeared to be a very, very large yacht. Now, when we arrived in the capital city, somebody told us that Roman Abramovich had a yacht in the Maldives. Now, for those of you who perhaps don't know who Roman Abramovich is a Russian. He's a multi-billionaire, and he owns Chelsea Football Club in England. And so as the general put down the radio, I said, "General, turn around, turn around." He said, "What is it?" I said, "Look over there behind that island. Look at that yacht." I said, "Imagine if that is Roman Abramovich's yacht." And he sails past us now, and he stops and he says, "Lads, let me take care of this. Why don't you use my yacht? You know, dreams are for free, right?" The general looked at me and says, "Give me your mobile phone." I say, "What?" He says, "Pugh, give me your mobile phone." I gave him my mobile phone, and I listened to one of the most extraordinary telephone conversations I've ever heard in my whole life. He called London. He called a young lady called Victoria Cork, who was the marketing manager of the sponsor, Investec. This is the way the telephone conversation went. "Victoria, good morning. It's Timothy here. I'm in a spot of trouble. I wonder if you could please help me." He said, "I want you to take down this grid reference. Now, what I want you to do, Victoria, is I want you, please, to telephone the manager of Chelsea Football Club and ask the manager of Chelsea Football Club to please call Roman Abramovich and ask him if that is his yacht over there at this grid reference, would he please immediately start it up and come and rescue us as quickly as possible? Any questions, Victoria?" Well, you could imagine what I was thinking, right? I was thinking, yeah, right. Let's see this happen. Less than half an hour later, we see the engine of this boat start up. It starts steaming towards us at full pace. It's a large yacht. On the front is a place to put your helicopter. On the back is a place to put your second helicopter. on the front is a Danish captain. He screams out across the water, "I have just received a telephone call from Mr. John Mann, who is Roman Abramovich's number 2 in Moscow. I have been instructed to hand you this yacht. Gentlemen, where would you like to go?" Well, we had 3 rather magnificent days in the Maldives. I finished the swim as quickly as I could. There was huge amounts of media attention, principally because Roman Abramovich came to rescue us, but nonetheless, everybody was absolutely delighted, except one person. Except one person. And who was that? That was me. Because for the last 3 days of that swim, all I was asking myself was, "Lewis, why did you not pick up the telephone and call Roman Abramovich? Why did you deep down in your stomach not believe that Roman Abramovich would come and rescue you in those circumstances? Where did that limiting belief actually come from?" And that's the dangerous thing about limiting beliefs, and that is that sometimes we have them and we don't even realize that we have them. Later on, we're sailing back to the capital, and I walk up to the general and I said, "General," I said, "did you honestly believe that Roman," he's Roman to us now, that Mr. Abramovich would come and rescue us?" And he said something to me which was absolutely illuminating, and at that moment in my life was completely transformational. He said, "Lewis, I'm a lot older than you are." He was 69 years old and retired. He said, "I'm a lot older than you are, and this may sound like real nonsense, but I have always gone throughout my life honestly believing that every single person wants to help me." How empowering is that type of mindset, because so many times in life we think that people actually don't want to help us, when actually it can be and often is the complete opposite. But what I want to do now is I want to bring that story from the Indian Ocean and I want to relate it to you, the graduates of 2018. What was that story really about? Well, today you graduate from one of the finest universities in the whole world. You're all very bright. You have all worked very, very hard and you can all apply yourself. But if there's one factor, just one factor which will determine whether you're able to achieve your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, I think it is this one factor, and that is your limiting beliefs. I will just say this. I have never met anybody, even the most gifted people in society, who don't have some limiting beliefs. The point is, throughout your career, you need to be able to identify what your limiting beliefs are and keep pushing them away, and keep pushing them away, and keep pushing them away. And when you are able to do this, you are able to achieve things which people say are impossible to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very, very much.
Wow, what an inspiring speech. I mean, I asked myself, what's my limiting belief? Why can't I swim? Why did I almost drown in the Dead Sea, where I'm not supposed to drown? So you've given us a lot to think about and a lot to work on, not only the graduating students, but certainly me. I've got to get into that cold Atlantic Ocean and try. Thank you so much for the Lewis Pugh for this speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Lewis for the most inspiring speech today. I love the energy in this room. It's fantastic because it's a celebration. You know, celebrations here in Africa are very special. And of course, even though we have more than 100 people wearing black gowns, it doesn't mean it's a funeral. Sometimes I go to graduation ceremonies in other universities and they feel like funerals. Not just a funeral, but a funeral of a boring person. I didn't say that. No names mentioned, But I love what's happening here because we realize that this is a celebration. So I encourage you to ululate and say your praise poems for your loved ones, because that's what we do as African people when we celebrate. Our praise songs essentially communicate who we are as a people, the rivers, the valleys, the mountains, and the animals that we are associated with, what we stand for, how brave we are, how wise or smart we are. And if you come from my family, they also communicate how beautiful you are. You are probably sitting there and wondering, but where do these praise poems come from? Who composes them? Well, they're composed by imbongi, praise singers, who are not only composers, but also orators of poem and praise. And one of the important roles of imbongi, praise singers, is to offer critical commentary and narrative on the state of society through their izibongo. Here to offer a poem of praise and umbongo in honor of the graduates, their families, and their teachers is Sange. Sange is a musical teacher who is finishing her honors in music education, and Sange is going to join us on stage. I haven't seen her, but she's around. Sange, over to you.
Uthethile ubumnyama kwavela ukukhanya. Iyo le nkhubo ekuthalani isinga. Iyo kaloku le nkhubo ekuthalani ifuna. Ewe liqoqezile laduduma labaneka ladlula. Yani imvula yanela nawe. Labizo lakho igama. Wanguntsikelelo nontsikelelo. Molo nompumelelo. Molo nawe nompumelelo. Kuthi mathi ngqunqe ndingqishe xa ndibona abazali. Isihlobo nesalamana abachasi bemfundi babo. Ebekade bebaxhasa ngalo lonke ixesha. Sulana zonyembezi zeqhala kaloku. Nilile zavuyo. Ngoba umqhubu kade udutyela ufuthwe madoda. Hleka isikhazolo kuvela nalogqibela. Ngoba ubuqali umsebenzi ugqityiwe madoda. Hayi makwethu nasi inkqubo achopho. Linxiba zimbethe. Nombathi imiqoyo nombathisa nezizwe. Ewe kaloku ninamabele abhonxileyo. Apho zonke ezintsana zincela khona. Ningumthombo mpompoza amanzi olwazi. Phambili ngemfundo phambili. Phambili ngemfundo phambili. Hayi akufiwa kaloku madoda. Siyangqunqa siyaqhensa siyombhela namhlanje. Okagabanga warhuqewe khawula madoda. Ephume sithi ngiliyoko nje. Kuma tiliyoko. Tinche antifa. Tiliyoko mama. Tiliyoko tinche. Tiliyoko yo. Tinche. Ibampe. Waphuma ukagabucu washo intomlamba uthithiba umsuthu umjoba uthikoloshe. Yeah! Halala!
Thank you very much, Sange. Thank you very much. I saw some people were a bit puzzled when you say phambili ngomfundo phambili. It just means forward. So, next time they say phambili ngezomfundo phambili, you say phambili. It's pretty safe. I should have said that before. It's pretty safe. Nobody will get offended. It's safe. You can say it. But thank you so much, Sange, for that wonderful rendition. And now I'm going to hand over to the Vice-Chancellor.
Thank you, Professor Paking. We now turn to the part of the ceremony where we confer the degrees. By virtue of the authority conferred on me, I admit to the degrees specified in the candidates who are recorded in the program as graduating in absentia. I shall now admit to the degrees specified the candidates who will be presented to me by the Dean.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Zakira Abdul Rashid. Dean Adams. Coulter Adams. Sadiq Adams. Shakira Adamson. Daniel Yao Agiabi Akokpari. Mohammed Farhan Aku. Julian Arthur Albert. Samiha Ali. Leletu Andiswa August. Deepika Otter. Lonwabo Bakumeni. Louise Amy Baladon. Adil Rai Basde. Homotso Mosekeng Bashele. Raisa Bastra. With distinction in management accounting, Lauren Jane Beasley. Raisa Bahadin. Felicia Ashmika Behari. Okuhle Bengu. Nicholas Bell. Ayabokwa Bikitsha. Vangama Zuko Bila. Storm Shane Blake. Leon Tristan Christoph Bleknot. Adam Blumstein. Callie Joe Bowman. With distinction in corporate governance, financial reporting, and management accounting, Jonathan Michael Bradley. Nasir Bray. David Andrew Broadley. Rendani Enos Budeli. Chandika Bogwandin. Lisa Caroline Balterman. Stuart George Balterman. Zesipo Busakwe. Lauren Bice. Logan Campbell. With distinction in financial reporting, Michaela Capito. Luca Giacomo Cartesio. Itumeleng Kiorapetse Chaba. With distinction in economics, Ali Anali Chandu. Patrick Joshua Chappell. Kiara Chetty. Kimara Lee Chetty. Ruby Ruvimbo Chikwiri. Nambi Chilemo. Tariro Noma Chimbo. Tawina Victoria Chipango. Tino Mutenda Patayas Chironga. Timothy Chisale. With distinction in corporate governance, David Yongcho. Craig Simbarashe Chuma. Winford Kylan Collins. Carmen Jenna Collin. Robin Desiree Cook. Samantha Lee Culligan. Chietza Cheryl Daka. Alexander Dominic da Silva. Akila Davids. With distinction in management accounting, Cameron Lewis Davies. Tanika de Andrade. Keanu Helio de Freitas. Stefano de Govea, Ria Desai, Mohammed Zafir Danse, Indabezinhle Nwabisa Dlamini, Megan Hazel Deirdricks, Nzuso Makaziwe Liso Dlamini, Zenani Zenith Lamini, with distinction in economics and politics, and the degree with distinction, Fatima Dokrat. Chelsea Julia Dollar, Hilton Doman, Tuhida Dramat, Atekwezi Yandisa Dube, with distinction in management accounting, Michelle Dube. Inslansla Innocent Dube. Shakla Sadiq Ibrahim Dudia. With distinction in economics, Alison Fran Duff. Mark David Dunton. Emily Ruth Duplessis. Funelake Duze. Siamtanda Diazi. Mufenyi Dzeli. Chino Fungai Zino Chikewei. Ryan Desmond Eagles. Amina Ibrahim. Katya Egorov. Kanyisile Elesi. Lucian Jason Erasmus. With distinction in information systems, Tyler Jade Evon. Imran Fakir. John Aram Felly. Alice Diane Ferguson. Sarah Finlay. Stephen Fine. With distinction in taxation and corporate governance, Muhammad Hassan Farfare. Catherine Jamie Fisher. Shamira Ricoli Foster. Mitch Jeffrey Friedman. Jamie Lee Froman. Ismail Gabriels. Sanelisiwe Nalwazi Gama. Ruth Colin Hoyman. Joshua Gordon. With distinction in corporate governance, Leandra Jemima Govender. Prudence Tabisa Kolana. Stephen Muranga Hangura. Almas Hamed. With distinction in corporate governance, taxation, and management accounting, and the degree with distinction, Masood Hasim. Leica Hendricks. Nicole Claire Fern Henning. Jared Wade Henry. Erin Hermanus. Elsa Victoria Indeshipanda Hiskia. Luke Horner. Zhu Han Huang. Inchiswa Lefikile Prodigy Hugo. Jessica Joel Namvula Hunter. Benisa Isa. Kayla Rose Zukiswa Jack. Shantan Anthony Jacob. Vivash Roshan Jagaran. Fahim Jakut. Beth Teresa Jamie. Cindy Ann Janari. Diana Jesus Machado. Thank you. Chanozia Kabage. Craig Matthews Culligan. Manali Kapadia. Tasneem Karim. Alexandra Emma Carstens. John Paul Karuai. Chanel Kensley. Muhammad Shuaib Khan. Shakira Khan. Vuako Akikosa. Vukosi Leroy Kosa. Situtukile Nomfundo Kumalo. Jeon-hee Kim. Shade Sharon Kinnear. Karen Kinsemi. Modi Pascaline Antoinette Komana. Kubendran Konan. With distinction in taxation, Luyanda Koni. Sean Jason Kopman. Peter Malcolm Kroon. With distinction in economics and statistics, Jordan Lambers. Shelley Lee Lowe. Sipiwakule Oswald Lembede. Naledi Boitabiso Lengolo. Fezeka Inocencia Lepaila. Mark Levitt. Kaylin Lewis. Timothy Lewis. Yani Liang. Divo Lilimu. Keegan John Lorenzo. Lindsay Rishal Lotz. Johann Heinrich Lobser. Lungelo Zinho Lushaba. Andile Sipozonke Lutuli. Mandisa Zipezinle Lutuli. Tritlovo Bella Mabasa. Mvelo Tolisa Maboma. Ritlongile Ronet Mabunda. Patrick Prosper Machakera. Chad Kieran Mack. Maseko Madikhlava. Andile Benedict Badonda. Mpo Magoma. Kayebo Magubane. Kiara Mahilal. Poitumelo Wendy Lee Maile. Eva Maisha. Dean Simbarashe Makambwa. Prashant Makan. Mac Baseho Makoko. Machepo Malachi. Makungu Juanita Maluleke. With distinction in management accounting, Shotodzo Mamat Shaharaga. Chipo Mandisvitsa. Ngalati Mangotlo. Zisanta Manchule, Pindakugle Manzana, Kwandiwe Upumelelo Mapantwana, Bongai Mapendere, Tabiso Mapasa, Posisa Matkondwana, Takunda Noel Marimira, Inkesani Sharon Maringa, Christopher Maritz, Natasha Ma, Ashley Martin, Carl Brian Martin, Makhlase Mashala, Umzeke Lomje, Indozondelelo Mashalaba, Tabiso Nelson Mashatile, Vonani Chris Mashimbi, Gundo Masindi, Tobela Maso, Ongabetse Retabile Masobe, with distinction in corporate governance, taxation, and management accounting, Nomtebo Mateta. Vusimutsi Tirani Brandon Matabelua. Merlin Matthew. Minkateko Charmaine Matai. Mukundi Matitse. Ndodzo Mawela. Ayanda Nolutando Mazibuko. Tanaka Nombulelo Mazorotse. Umpumelelo Paul Mazukwana. Yanalisa Mbaba. Zimasa Fortunia Mbalane. Nomzamo Nanzwakazi Mbata. Michaela Jade McGee. Sembiwe Zabaguni Poitumelo Mchunu. Zinetemba Anele Mchunu. Zintle Mkoseli. Lubabalo Mdinsi, Kanyisile Pratim Lalose, Sanele Charles Mdalose, Rebecca Flora Mlokovana, Kude Inati May, Jacobus Wouter Henry Meyrang, Tina Mgobotsi, Bonga Mhlaba, Fidelia Samukelisiwe Mhlongo, Letu Kutula Kwazi Mhlongo, Pumzilem Kabile, Boitumelo and Sakiso Mkawana, Loiso Mlawu, Karabo Benjamin Mtsinyane, Asemahle Alungile Mnangambi, Retabile Tandalwetu Mofakeng, Uma Ozaifa Ali Khan Mohadin, Katlejo Andile Mokuma, Colin Enoch Mokuna, Kureshlan Mudli. Lianka Mudli. Sashni Mudli. Sharifa Mulaji. Liam Travis Mooney. Dishan Mora. Shepang More Moholo. Gideon Tendai Moyo. Usipile Babakmise Mpecheni. Abongile Nombuso Mtembu. Nokubonga Pumla Mtiane. Wekazi Mtini. With distinction in finance, Tafara Herbert Mtutu. Senzo Mtingintane. Umpo Valencia Mudao. Indivuho Mudao. Kudzai Wisdom Mukute. Hakim Abdul Mulema. Rashid Sher Ali Mulaji. Arisha Munilal. Anesu Munyaratsi. Vongai Alison Mupambwa. Tashinga Tapiwa Muranda. With distinction in corporate governance and taxation, Zanele Enia Hlalo Musekiwa. Lerato Mukondileli Rolindela Mushapi. Mubiana Tumelo Muyangwa. Farai Muzwandiwa. Sinesipo Mvovo. Prince Enoch Undwaye. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Finance, First Class, Jewett Dean Cox. Kuan Hofmeyer Hablutzel. Kwakania Sihle Masoka. Sophia Hussein Ali Muni. Dylan Tafara Ndengu. Ryan Bonnie Skirving. First Class, Luke Paul Douglas Sudadis. Cabello Mosa Sike. Amy Yvonne Veronica Walters. Puglebomsi Mandilake Yenzela. Lerato Mukondeleli. In financial analysis and portfolio management, Travis Sean Ballard. Nazir Ahmed Kasim. Gavin Kenneth Krah. First class, Zico Nomakosa Godana. James Gerald Goddard. William Martin Cross. Ruben Makhlaba. Tesele Mampane. Makodi Matambo Matlala. Mizama Mjekula. Gloria Gatitu Muriti. Amy Joy Westerbarn. Arabella Julia Kemsley Payne. Diane Sully. Sepiso Victoria Secker. Daniel Roy Shaxnovus. Lusanda Tomo. Joshua Ferhill. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Finance, for a thesis which examines the impact of financial inclusion on poverty and bank stability in sub-Saharan Africa, advancing understanding of the economic implications of financial inclusion and providing guidance for economic policy and practice within this region. Godfrey Ndlovu.
Let's have one more huge round of applause for all of our graduates. Aren't they fantastic? Before making my final remarks, I'd like to ask everyone just to stand for a moment of silence in memory of Winnie Mandela, who passed away on the weekend, who, for all of the contradictions and complexities of her life, remains a struggle hero and someone who has helped free us and conquer the evils of apartheid. So can we just observe a moment of silence in her memory, please? Thank you. You may be seated. Not to put a dampener on the occasion, her life is to be celebrated. And just as we are today celebrating the huge achievements of our graduates, of all of you, I have to say that there was a time when you started your degrees, probably, and perhaps even more recently, when accountants and bankers do not have the best reputation in the world. And as graduates of the Faculty of Commerce, it's important for you to remember that what is, in a way, the essential education that you take away from UCT, you take away brilliant degrees, you take away degrees that are recognized internationally and by all the big firms, but there are many universities that offer that. What we hope you will take away is a value system, a system of honesty and integrity, a commitment to social justice, a commitment to changing the world and making it a better place, to addressing the huge inequalities that we have in society. You are a tiny elite. You are a very tiny percent of the population that has had the privilege of going to university, of going to perhaps the best university in the continent and one of the best in the world, of getting a brilliant degree that will open doors for you wherever you seek to make your paths. But with that privilege, with that special status that you have achieved, comes a responsibility. It's a responsibility to give back and to change our world and to ensure that you practice with the professionalism that we all expect of people who have studied finance and accounting and commerce and economics and who are there to improve the economies not just for a small number but for everyone. I'm sure that you will want to thank the people who have helped you get to this place in your lives. Your loved ones who have supported you emotionally and psychologically and financially. And I invite the graduates to stand up, to make eye contact with your loved ones in the audience, to wave those scrolls above your heads and to shout your appreciation to your families and your loved ones. And you would not have been able to achieve this either without the contribution and the support and the teaching of the faculty and professors that are represented on the platform party. And I invite you to show your appreciation to the faculty, and I do that too. A university is only as good as its brains trust, represented on the platform by the dean and others. It has been a 3-year period which has been a more stressful period than usual, with much more expected of our faculty and our support staff than usual, exams at odd times, longer academic years of study, extra sessions of exams in January, and they have stood up and delivered beyond the call of duty, and I really want to thank them for the outstanding results and achievements that we're witnessing here today. And the university also is supported by a large number of professional and administrative and support staff. In fact, twice as many administrative staff as academics. The people who run this graduation, who do the admissions, the financial aid, the security, the traffic, the cooking in the residences, the disability services, the student affairs. There are thousands of people who ensure that this is such a great university and that you have a great student experience. And I'd like to ask you to show your appreciation to them as well. As you go out into the world, many of you graduating for the first time, graduates for the first time, and certainly graduating from UCT, you become members of a worldwide community known as the Convocation of the university. Some 170,000 or so living alumni in South Africa, in the rest of the continent, and all over the world. And that community is an important part of the university's life and the university's governance. Convocation provides the continuity from the past through to the future. It ensures the standards. You are our ambassadors out there in portraying the values and excellence of the institution. You also play a role as convocation members in electing the council of this university, which governs the university, and the chancellor, our current chancellor, Mrs. Grasser-Machel, is elected by the convocation. You can only perform this role if we can contact you, if we can send you electoral ballots, if we can send you quarterly newsletters to tell you how your alma mater is doing, and to make sure that you continue to feel part of this community, which will stand you in good stead all of your lives. We have chapters of alumni all over the world. The Vice-Chancellor and Deputy Vice-Chancellors visit those chapters, and those chapters are not just for a social get-together. They will be the networks on which you build your future business relationships, social relationships. You can go anywhere in the world and look up the chapter of UCT alumni and be at home and be welcomed. It requires, however, that you keep us informed of your movements, your changes of address, your email addresses, and I urge you to do that. So finally, let me say once more, it's time for you to celebrate. Have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Congratulations to these very proud families and graduates. Well done.
It's been a wonderful ceremony, isn't it? Of course, when we started and I came here to brief you, I sort of ignored the people from Gauteng. But, you know, it's because I spend a lot of time in Gauteng and I didn't want to look like I'm privileging one province over the other. Particularly because the Premier of Gauteng province is in the audience tonight, Mr. Paul Mashatile. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. Now you understand. Had I done it at the beginning, you'd be complaining like, so she invited her premier here, and we're really delighted. It's wonderful. Nomza Mumbata, we all love her. She's here graduating. Fantastic. Fantastic. And everyone who graduated tonight, this afternoon, it's wonderful. Graduations are always wonderful ceremonies. We sit here. You know, when you come here at the beginning of your studies at UCT, we welcome you at orientation. We are already thinking of this day. We are already thinking of this day. You might not see it. We see it happening. We start the journey with you, and we're looking to this. And so when it happens, it makes us feel really, really joyous, and that's why it's such a happy occasion for all of us. But here's the last message as you leave. As you walk out of this hall with your degree, I want to remind you that your future is for you to shape. It is not fixed. In the same way, the world and the country that we live in is more malleable than you think, and it's waiting for you to hammer it into shape. Now that you're equipped with the qualification that you have worked so hard for, I encourage you to go out there and make it useful. Remember that the certificate on its own does not mean much. It is what you do with it that matters. Getting knowledge these days is easy. So what you know is irrelevant. What matters is what you do with what you know. So that certificate you obtained here today can be a blunt instrument if you do not use it. So go forth and build something worthwhile with it. This is the time for bold measures, bold decisions, and bold steps. And this is the country, and you are the people. So be bold. Go out there and make the most of the qualification that you have acquired. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I request that you remain standing to allow the procession to leave the hall. Graduates, please join the procession as it leaves the hall and proceed to the bottom of the steps as far as University Avenue. I promise you, Nomza Mombata will be there down on University Avenue. That's where we'll be taking selfies. It might be your selfie of the year with Nomzam. So just keep going. Don't just wait at the steps. Just keep going. Okay. Selfies are still free. And we invite all the graduates and their families to a function in the Leslie Building. There's some refreshments in the Leslie Building, so join us there for that. So ladies and gentlemen, I request you to please stand for the Vice-Chancellor to dissolve the congregation.
By virtue of the authority conferred on me, I now dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.